coverage of Marshfield American Legion baseball continues this evening here on WOSQ as the Marshfield Post 54 Blue Devils face Merrill here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Coach Josh Metz joining us for some pregame comments. And Coach, boy, a busy weekend for your ball club over in the Fox Valley, taking 3 out of 4 ball games over there. Tell us about how things went for you in Oshkosh and De Pere this weekend.
Yeah, it was a really good weekend for us. It's something we needed. We were off to a tough start, obviously. We got the bats going offensively. That was good to see. And, pitching overall was pretty good. And defensively, we've been solid. So kind of put all 3 phases together for the most part this weekend. And just an incredible recovery in the game from yesterday against De Pere, the second one. We were, down 8-1 after the first inning. The kids just didn't give up. They battled and found a way to come back from a big deficit early, and really that's a big win for us. So yeah, that was a good way to cap off the weekend.
What has led to the improvement in the offense the last week or so?
I don't know if I can pinpoint anything. It does seem like this is an every year thing for us. I think you usually get a week and a half off after high school, and I think, the kids kind of lose the rhythm they were in. And, and I think, the guys that come from a smaller school probably aren't used to seeing the pitching that they're seeing on a consistent basis. And you combine all that, and it's led to some slow starts in all my years coaching, offensively at least. But it does seem like, right around this time is when it starts to click and we start to, get back into that rhythm. And that's why I thought, we needed to play 4 games over the weekend. We just need to see pitching and get back into the groove. Because you lose after the season ends, the high school season. You're not practicing every day. You're not seeing pitching all the time and hitting all the time. And I think that's a big part of it.
You had a big weekend, Coach, from Chase Robinson, who is your college ball player this year. Tell us about the impact Chase has being a college-age ball player on this year's team.
I think just experience of, learning, when you're practicing 2 times a day, basically all year round. And, you can really learn a lot more about the game and that college atmosphere. And, you can spend more time working on individual things in that aspect, whereas in high school it's hard for us to focus on one specific player as a coach when there's only 2 coaches, and we get an hour to an hour and a half a day to practice, and that's it. So he just brings experience, and he's been playing baseball at a high level around here for several years now. He was started on varsity as a freshman, and I think he can bring the experience factor to what is an experienced team, but it does help to get that college level experience.
Chase always talked about the impact that Riley Bellman had on him as a college player coming back to play for the Legion. Do you see Chase in kind of that mentorship role as well?
Yeah, I think that's important. Like I said, we are an old team, but I think even the older guys can benefit from someone that's playing at the college level. And like I said, they're playing a lot more than we are in high school, right? So, they're practicing a lot more, they're playing a lot more games, and I think that, and you're just playing really good players. So, I think that's very valuable for even our older guys to be able to learn from someone like that.
Those comments from Marshfield American Legion manager Josh Metz. The Blue Devils facing Merrill tonight in American Legion baseball here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Our coverage of American Legion baseball this evening here on WOSQ brought to us by Country Wireless. They feature high-speed internet, and they bring the internet to you, whether rural, business, or residential. You can get their details at countrywireless.com. And more of our pregame report from Jack Hackman Field in just a moment.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
For 63 years, Hiller's True Value has proudly served Marshfield and central Wisconsin. Now, we're excited to begin a new chapter. Hiller's True Value is becoming Hiller's Ace Hardware, bringing you better pricing, a wider selection, and access to exclusive brands. You'll start to see some exciting changes around the store, all designed to make shopping easier than ever. But one thing will never change: the same friendly faces and trusted service you've counted on since day one. Hiller's Ace Hardware, still Hiller's, now with more tools to serve you better.
Marshfield facing Merrill this evening, American Legion Baseball at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Beautiful evening for baseball. Temperatures around 70 degrees. We have mostly clear skies. A great night for baseball. Stop by and take in the ball game this evening between Marshfield and Merrill. Post 54, American Legion Baseball this evening. Let's check the starting lineups for this ball game. First of all, for the Merrill Ball Club, the leadoff hitter is the pitcher Eric Grunenwald.
Your shortstops, batting number 3, number 22, Cooper Wendorf.
Batting second for Merrill is the center fielder Corey Page. Page in center field batting second. Number 3 hitter, the shortstop Cooper Wendorf. Wendorf at shortstop batting third. Hitting fourth, the first baseman, Cam Wallen. Wallen playing first base and batting fourth. In the number 5 spot for Merrill, the left fielder, Cole Rudy. Rudy in left field batting fifth. Hitting sixth, the third baseman, Connor Jossiger. Jossiger at third base batting sixth. Batting seventh, the catcher, Alex Bouchard. Bouchard catching, batting seventh. In the 8th spot, the right fielder, Andrew Jossiger. Andrew Jossiger in right field batting 8th. Batting 9th, the second baseman, Ethan Spade. Spade at second base batting number 9. Batting order for Marshfield this evening. The leadoff hitter, the center fielder, Jacob Sadowska. Sadowska playing center field and leading off this evening. Batting second, the left fielder, Mac Konieczny. Konieczny in left field batting second. Batting third, third baseman Chase Robinson. Robinson hitting third and playing third base. Batting fourth is the right fielder Bryce Shoddy. Shoddy in right field batting fourth. Hitting fifth, second baseman Nathan Richardson. Richardson batting fifth and playing second base. Hitting sixth, the DH Mason Anderson. Anderson DHing batting sixth, batting in place of pitcher Devin Cherney. Hitting seventh, the catcher Brennan Welch. Welch catching and batting seventh. Hitting eighth is Marshfield first baseman Ben Summers. Summers at first base batting eighth. And Marshfield's number 9 here tonight, shortstop Cash Osterman. Osterman is playing shortstop and batting number 9. You're listening to Marshfield American Legion Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. American Legion Baseball this evening, Marshfield and Merrill meeting in this matchup this evening. Before this ball game gets underway, let's take a few moments for our national anthem. We're set for baseball here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Merrill meeting in this Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball matchup tonight. Marshfield Blue Devils are on the field defensively. At first base is Ben Summers. At second base, Nathan Richardson.
Let's play some baseball.
At shortstop, Cash Osterman. At third base, Chase Robinson. The right fielder is Bryce Shoddy. In center field, Jacob Sadowska. In left field, Mac Konieczny. The catcher is Brendan Welch. And pitching for Marshfield, right-hander Devin Cherney. We saw Devin a week ago in Marshfield's doubleheader loss to Eau Claire. Devin pitched in relief in both games and was very, very good that evening. He threw 7 1/3 innings, allowed no runs on 2 hits in 7+ innings of relief work between those 2 ball games. Right-hander Devin Cherney from Auburndale gets the call on the mound this evening. Our umpires for tonight's ball game, behind the plate is Sam Zier. On the bases is Bill Look. Beautiful evening for baseball here in central Wisconsin. And if you're in the neighborhood, stop by, take in some baseball action this evening here at Jack Hackman Field. Beautiful evening for it. The concession stand is open and fully stocked with lots of refreshments and other goodies to get you through the evening tonight. Current temperature in central Wisconsin, 71 degrees. Winds from the west-northwest about 6 miles an hour, so the wind rather light, blowing out towards center field. Leadoff man for Merrill here in the first, the pitcher Eric Grunewald.
Leading off for Merrill, your pitcher, Eric Grunewald.
Right-hander Devin Cherney on the mound for Marshfield this evening. Grunewald digs in, Cherney winds and delivers. Fastball is a bit low for ball 1. Play underway here at Jack Hackman Field. Marshfield and Merrill meeting in this American Legion baseball game tonight. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Popped foul on the first base side. Ben Summers has a look, but the ball falls out of play. And the count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Great night for baseball. Temperature is very comfortable. Lots of shaded seating on the grandstands. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Big curveball high and outside for ball, 2-1. So come on down, take in some baseball here at Jack Hackman Field. 2 balls, 1 strike on Eric Grunewald. Cherney throws once again. That's lined down the right field line, but again going foul and out of play. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Blue Devils coming off an impressive weekend. They won 2 ball games in Oshkosh on Saturday, beating Oshkosh and Kokona. 2-2 delivery. Curveball popped up into shallow center field. Sadowska coming on quickly, now gets there and makes the play for out number 1. Grunewald pops to shallow center field for the first out. And the Merrill batter is center fielder Corey Page.
Up next for Merrill, your center fielder, Corey Page.
Page also batting right-handed, tall, lanky ball player. Cherney gets ready and throws. Good fastball over for called strike 1. On this date, back in 1982, a baseball milestone set by Pete Rose. Cherney throws again. Missed the low outside corner for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rose had a base hit off the Cardinals' John Stuper. Cherney throws once again. Pop foul on the first base side of the play. That gave Rose 3,772 career hits. Moving him past Hank Aaron in the second place on baseball's all-time career hit list, behind Ty Cobb, and Rose later passed Cobb next couple of seasons. Cherney winds and throws 1-2. Ground ball back up the middle. Behind the bag, Osterman can't make the play, goes through for a base hit. Cash Osterman got to the bag at second base, and I think the ball may have took a wicked hop on him and bounced over his glove into center field.
Up next for
So a base hit for Corey Page, and Merrill has a one-out base runner for the shortstop Cooper Wendorf, also batting right-handed. Page leading at first base, held there by Ben Summers. Turney gets set and throws over for a called strike one. Merrill batting in the top half of the first. No score, 1 out, 1 on. Marshfield and Merrill in Legion baseball tonight at Jack Hackman Field. No balls, 1 strike to count. Pitch on the way. That's down the middle for a called strike. 0-2. Pete Rose later surpassing Ty Cobb as baseball's career hit leader. A couple of years after that occurred in 1982. There's a curveball popped up on the diamond. Richardson at second base behind the mound, now called off by third baseman Chase Robinson, who grabs it, then throws the ball down the right field line, trying to double up Page, and Page goes to second base. Robinson makes the play from third base behind the mound for out number 2, but then thought Page was too far off the bag at first base and tossed over there to Ben Summers, but threw the ball errantly down the right field line.
Up to bat for Merrill is Cam
So
Wallen.
Page moves to second base on that throwing error by Chase Robinson. Merrill is a base runner at second base with 2 outs for the first baseman Cam Wallen, batting left-handed. Cherney working from the stretch. Gets set, delivers a breaking ball. It's across for a called strike one. Wallen batting cleanup for the Merrill Ball Club, coached by Dan Wendorf. Stands in once again, Cherney working from the stretch. Sets and delivers a foul tip at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. This Merrill Ball Club, always a strong baseball team. They have a very good baseball tradition in Merrill, dating many, many years back. The Merrill Rangers, for many years, a very strong amateur team in central Wisconsin, and still a very good program. No balls, 2 strikes on Cam Wallen. He digs in once again. Cherney checks the base runner. Runner goes, pitch on the way, fly ball to left field, and Konieczny comes in to shallow left field, makes the catch to end the inning. Merrill in the first, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 man left on base. We played 1/2 inning, and our score is Merrill 0 and Marshfield coming to bat. And more baseball from Jack Hackman Field in just a moment.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Spade at shortstop Cooper Wendorf and the third baseman Connor Jossiger. In right field, Andrew Jossiger. In center field, Corey Page. In left field, Cole Rudy. The catcher is Alex Bouchard. And on the mound for Merrill, right-hander Eric Grunenwald. Marshfield and Merrill Legion baseball this evening. This was supposed to be a 20-night doubleheader, but then the two teams decided to play just one game this evening, starting at 6 o'clock rather than 5. So one baseball game for you this evening here at Jack Hackman Field. Grunenwald finishing up his warm-up throws. And Jacob Sadowska will bat for Marshfield to lead off the Blue Devil first.
Leading off for Marshfield, number 3, Jacob Sadowska.
Jacob batting left-handed. Grunenwald will work from the stretch here. Winds and delivers. Pop foul on the third base side of the play for strike one. Marshfield batting last half of the first. No score here at Jack Hackman Field. Marshfield and Merrill Legion baseball tonight. 0-1 on Jacob Sadowska. Digs in once again. Grunewald throws. A breaking ball. Leaves it high and outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacob playing center field this evening. We've seen him play left field. And lots of shortstop for Marshfield, so he can play all over the place. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that's down low for ball 2-1. That's one of the reasons why he was recruited by UW Superior to play baseball next season, because of his versatility. And he can play outfield and infield as well. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That's lined right at the first baseman, Wallen, for the out. Hit hard by Sadowska, but right at first baseman Cam Wallen for out number 1. 1 down, but next is left fielder Matt Konechny.
Marshfield, number 6, Matt Konechny.
Mac, also a guy who can play all over. Catch, pitch, infield, outfield. Grunewald gets set and throws low and outside for ball 1. One other ball game this evening on ZaleskiSports.com. That's also American Legion baseball tonight. Everest and Stevens Point. Pitch on the way. Outside for ball 2-0. And that broadcast begins at 7:30. Everest and Stevens Point in Legion baseball this evening, 7:30 on ZaleskiSports.com. 2-0 pitch on the way, up and in for ball 3. Count now 3-0. Legion baseball season getting well underway now. Grunewald gets set, throws again inside ball 4. And Konechny walks on 4 pitches. Marshfield has a 1-out base runner for third baseman Chase Robinson.
Chase Robinson.
Chase batting right-handed, he stands in. Konechny runs well at first base, held there by Wallen. Grunewald looks over. Now a throw is popped up on the diamond. Near second base, the shortstop Wendorf behind the bag. Drifts into shallow center field and makes the play for the out. And Konechny back to first base. With 2 down, the batter is right fielder Bryce Shawnee. Bryce batting left-handed.
Right fielder Bryce Shawnee.
Outfield adjusts around towards right field, except in left field where Rudy's still playing for a right-handed hitter. Throw to first base, and Konechny back in time, so a big gap in left center field for Shoddy. Price back in there. Grunewald from the stretch. Throws a breaking ball. It's across for a called strike. And Konechny trots down to second base. And apparently a balk has been called. Our base umpire, Bill Look, called a balk on Grunewald. So Konechny takes second base. And no pitch. So no count on Bryce Shawnee. Grunewald ready once again. Sets and delivers. Curveball high and outside for ball. 1 ball, no strikes. We're broadcasting from that Rosholt sectional a couple of weeks ago. In a 1-ball game, we saw a whole bunch of balks called against the Rib Lake pitching staff. 1-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball just outside the bag at first base, foul. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. So somebody's doing something wrong out there. Konechny at second base in scoring position, and Mack does run well. Shoddy back in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Grunewald ready and fires once again. A drive to left field, but right at Rudy. He comes on now, can't make the play. It's a base hit. Falls in front of him. And Konechny scores on the opposite field single by Bryce Shawnee to give Marshfield a 1-0 lead. It appeared that ball would be caught by Rudy, but came on a bit too slowly. And Shawnee singles. Konechny scores on the play.
For Marshfield, Your second baseman, Nate Richardson.
And Marshfield grabs a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. Marshfield second baseman Nate Richardson now stands in. Right-handed batter. Nate from Auburndale. He digs in. The pitch by Grunenwald. Inside for ball one. So Marshfield has the early lead, 1-0. Blue Devils batting in the bottom half of the first. Runner at first base and 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes on Nate Richardson. Throw to first base. Sends Shoddy back in time. Bryce Shoddy delivering the big 2-out single. It's put Marshfield on the scoreboard this evening. 1-0 pitch on the way. That misses inside for ball, 2-0. Sam Zier, our plate umpire tonight. Sam's been umpiring in Central Wisconsin since about 1937. And back out there working again this evening. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Pitch on the way. Low and outside, ball 3. Well, Sam retired from Abbotsford High School, I guess, now quite some time ago, but he's still active and still out there working baseball games. 3 balls, no strikes to count. Pitch on the way, rides high for ball 4. Second walk issued by Grunenwald in this first inning. Shoddy takes second base, Richardson to first. And Mason Anderson batting for Marshfield, DHE for the Blue Devils tonight.
Hitter, Mason Anderson.
Mason batting right-handed. Grunenwald stays in the stretch. Now throws and misses low and inside for ball 1. Mason normally the Blue Devils' #1 catcher, but probably caught a lot this weekend in those 2 tournaments. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's thrown behind Anderson to the screen. Runners advance. Wild pitch thrown by Grunenwald sends Shoddy to third base, and Richardson takes second. And the count on Anderson now 2 balls, no strikes. So the Blue Devils happy to have a backup like Brennan Welch who can catch if need be, plus Matt Kanishi can catch as well. 2 balls, no strikes. This pitch rides high for ball 3. And the Grunenwald now with 7 straight pitches out of the strike zone. Count 3 balls, no strikes. Anderson digs in once again. He shows bunt, takes over for a called strike, taking all the way. The count now 3-1. Good scoring chance here for Marshfield. With 2 men in scoring position. Anderson steps back in there. And the pitch by Grunenwald. That's inside for ball 4 to load the bases. So Grunenwald first. Welch digs in, batting right-handed. And Grunenwald now fires, low and outside for ball 1. Marshfield on top 1-0. Blue Devils batting, bottom half of the first. Bases loaded and 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes on Brennan Welch. Stands back in there. Here's the pitch. And that's high and outside, ball 2. 2-0, and Grunenwald having some severe control problems here in the opening inning. Behind here, 2-0. He throws once again. That's over for a called strike, and the count now 2-1. Welch looking for a good pitch to hit right here. Ahead on the count, 2-1. Grunenwald from the stretch. Now fires and hits him in the shoulder. Welch hit by the pitch to force in a run.
Next up for
Welch hit by the pitch. So Shoddy scores on the play. Richardson to third base. Anderson takes second. Welch at first. And Dan Wendorf, the Merrill coach, coming onto the field. Three walks and a hit batter in this opening inning. And Marshfield may not be done yet. 2 runs are in, but the base is still loaded with 2 outs. The scheduled batter is Marshfield first baseman Ben Summers. Coach Wendorf wrapping up his meeting. Blue Devils send Truxton Becker out to run for the DH Mason Anderson. Truxton Becker running for Anderson. Marshfield batter is first baseman Ben Summers. And he slices one down the right field line. Josiger near the line gets there and drops the ball. Richardson will score. Becker will score as well. Welch takes third base. An error on right fielder Andrew Josiger. Not a tough play along that right field foul line. 2 runs come home on that play. Richardson and Becker both score. And Welch goes to third. Summers at first base. No RBI on the play. And Marshfield now leads 4-0. And shortstop Cash Osterman is the batter. Grunewald delivers. A line drive down the left field line for a base hit. Welch is in. Summers rounding second base. He'll be held right there. RBI single for Cash Osterman drives in a run. And Marshfield now on top 5-0. Summers stops at second base. Osterman to first.
Up next is
So 5 runs in here for Marshfield in the first inning. Only 2 earned. And leadoff man Jacob Sadowska batting once again. Jacob lined to first base. His first time up, he's 0 for 1. Grunewald gets set and throws up and in for ball 1. Marshfield bats around here in the opening inning. The Blue Devils on top 5-0 as they bat top of the bottom half of the first. Runners at first and second and 2 out. 1-0 pitch. Missing low and outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Could be a lot worse, by the way, because Sadowska's first at bat, he hit the ball very hard, but right at the first baseman, Wallen. 2-0 delivery. That's in the dirt for ball 3. And that ball been 5 feet on either side of Wallen. That's a base hit as well. So probably at least 1 more run in for Marshfield here in the first inning. Here's the 3-0 delivery. And that misses outside for ball 4. Sadowska draws a base on balls. And that reloads the bases. Summers goes to third base. Osterman takes second. Sadowska to first. For left fielder Matt Konieczny, who walked and scored his first time up. Only 2 Marshfield runs will be earned this inning. Mack digs in. Grunewald gets set and throws a curveball that breaks across for called strike 1. So our score now is Marshfield 5, Merrill 0. Marshfield batting bottom half of the first. Bases loaded and 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch on the way. A big swing and a miss. 0-2 on Mack. The 11th man to bat for Marshfield here in the first inning. Konieczny back in there once again. The 0-2 delivery. That pitch rides outside for a ball. 1-2. And now the base umpire has ruled out a swinging strike 3. Mack went halfway, and the base umpire, Bill Look, says he did swing at that pitch. So that's a swinging strike 3 to end the inning. Marshfield sends 11 men to bat here in the first inning. The Blue Devils score 5 runs, only 2 earned on 2 hits. 1 error, 3 walks, a hit batter, and 3 men left on base. After 1 inning of baseball, our score is Marshfield 5 and Merrill 0. And back with more baseball following these messages.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
He's been around a long time.
Up for Merrill is your left fielder, Cole Rudy.
Cole Rudy leads off the Merrill second. Pops one fouled on the first base sideline. That's caught in foul ground by catcher Brendan Weltrout, number 1. Rudy fouls out for the first out of this Merrill second inning. And the Merrill batter, third baseman Connor Jossiger. Jossiger batting right-handed. Devin Cherney on the mound for Marshfield this evening, working from the windup. Winds and delivers. Breaking ball rides high for ball 1. Marshfield with a 5 spot in the first inning, and the Blue Devils lead 5-0. Merrill batting top half of the second. Here's the 1-0 delivery. In there for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, certainly good to see Dalton Varsho now back with the Toronto Blue Jays after spending some time on the Jays injured list. 1-1 delivery. Across for call strike, 1 and 2. Dalton sidelined about 2 weeks with a wrist injury, but came back on Saturday to play for Toronto against the Chicago Cubs. 1-2 pitch, ground ball to the right side. Summers at first base will grab it, then race to the bag and get there late. The pitcher, Devin Cherney, got over there late. Summers took it himself, and Jossiger beats it out for an infield hit. So Merrill has a 1-out base runner, and the catcher, Alex Bouchard, now batting for Merrill. Quick toss to first base, and Jossiger back in time. So good hustle by Jossiger, as the Blue Devils did not play that squibber down the first baseline very well. Pitch by Cherney. A bit high for ball 1. It's Marshfield 5, Merrill nothing. Merrill batting top of the second, 1 out, 1 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Bouchard, tossed to first base again, and Jossiger gets back in time. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. To first base again, and this time Jossiger is out. Jossiger leading the wrong way, and Devin Cherney picks him off. The tag applied by first baseman Ben Summers. And that's out number 2. Also listening tonight on ZaleskiSports.com, I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field. 1-0 pitch to Bouchard, fouled off to the right side of the play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dalton Varsho reactivated by the Blue Jays from their injured list on Saturday. He sidelined about 2 weeks with a wrist injury, came back in good form on Saturday against the Chicago Cubs. 1-1 pitch, line back up the middle for a base hit. Solid single to center field by Alex Bouchard. And Merrill has a 2-out base runner for the right fielder Andrew Jossiger.
Next up for Merrill is
in that ball game on Saturday,
Andrew
Dalton
Jossiger
made a diving catch in center field, then hit a 3-run home run as well. Toronto won that game 8-6. They did not play yesterday. That ball game in Chicago rained out on Sunday. Jossiger batting left-handed. Cherney from the stretch. Delivers outside for ball 1. So Dalton on the year now batting .256, 6 home runs and 20 runs batted in. A good year for the Blue Jays. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here's the pitch. And outside for ball, 2-0. Bouchard at first base, held there by Ben Summers with 2 outs. in the Merrill second inning. Cherney throws again. This was a cross for a call and strike, and the count now 2-1. Marshfield and Merrill, Legion Baseball tonight from Jack Hackman Field. Great night to be down here watching some baseball this evening. Here's the 2-1 delivery. That's outside for ball through to first base, and Bouchard dives back in safely. Summers with the late tag. The count on Jossiger, 3 balls, 1 strike. Jossiger back in there. Cherney gets set and throws. It's a cross for a call and strike. Count full 3-2 with 2 outs. Bouchard at first base will be on the move with the pitch. Calling card tossed by Cherney, and Bouchard gets back in time. Not much breeze this evening. Light wind about 6 miles an hour blowing out towards right field. Full count pitch on the way, popped up on the diamond, now going to foul ground. And the pitcher Cherney crosses the foul line himself and makes the catch to end the inning. Pitcher Devin Cherney off the mound, down the third base foul line, makes the play to retire the side. In the second for Merrill, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. Now after 1.5 innings of play, our score is Marshfield 5, Merrill nothing. And more baseball coming up in just a moment.
Merrill, 0.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Hey everybody, Ned over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and going on now, the Wheeler Summer Sale Down, which means take advantage of our lowest prices on our longest available units in stock. Going on now through July 7th, like this GMC Sierra, or this Yukon XL, or this Chevy Silverado, plus many more. The Wheeler Summer Sale Down, some of our lowest prices of the year, going on now through July 7th.
Tonight on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com, Marshfield and Merrill meeting in this Legion contest tonight. Marshfield scored 5 in the first, and the Blue Devils lead 5-0 as they bat here in the second inning. 3, 4, and 5 men due up against Merrill right-hander Eric Grunenwald. Grunenwald threw 33 pitches in that rather long top of the first. So we'll see how long he stays around tonight. Merrill has 12 men in uniform this evening. No, they have 11. 11 men in uniform tonight. So perhaps not much depth to this Merrill ball club this evening. Leadoff man for Marshfield, third baseman Chase Robinson. Popped to short his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Grunenwald is ready and delivers. Low and outside, ball 1. Marshfield leads at 5-0 as the Blue Devils bat top of the second here at Jack Hackman Field. To count 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way. That's inside for ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Robinson batting number 3 for the Blue Devils tonight. Pitch on the way, up and in for ball 3. 3-0. Chase homered in one of those ball games this weekend on that Fox Cities tour. Next pitch by Grunenwald is across for a call and strike, 3-1. Marshfield hitting the ball quite well in those 4 games this weekend. They won 3 of them. Here's a 3-1 delivery, and that hits Robinson in the back. Curveball too far inside, and Grunenwald now has hit 2. He's walked 3, hit 2.
Next up, your right fielder,
Robinson to first base. Bryce Shoddy batting for Marshfield. Bryce singled home run and scored his first time up. Price batting left-handed, the Marshfield cleanup man tonight. Grunenwald from the stretch. Sets and delivers. Popped up on the left side. Shortstop Cooper Wendorf will call. And he'll grab it for the out. Robinson holds at first base. Shoddy pops up for out number 1. And second baseman Nate Richardson now batting for Marshfield.
Batting next for Marshfield.
Nate walked and scored his first time up. Robinson, the base runner at first, runs pretty well. He's off here, pitches outside for a ball. Throw to second base is high and backed up by the shortstop Wendorf. And Robinson steals it. Marshall now has a man in scoring position. The count on Richardson, 1 ball, no strikes. Richardson digs in. Grunewald gets set and delivers on the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The NBA draft begins tomorrow evening. We'll have live coverage right here on WOSQ starting at 6:30. Turn toss to second base, and Robinson back. Actually, he was well off the bag. A good throw may have had him. But the throw by Grunewald to shortstop Cooper Wendorf was back to the shortstop side of the bag. Wendorf had to reach back for it. And so Robinson gets back in there safely. Ball and a strike on Richardson. Pitch on the way. This is down low for a ball, 2-1. We'll see what the Milwaukee Bucks do in the draft if they make a deal for Giannis Antetokounmpo before the draft tomorrow evening. There he goes, if anywhere. Now the 2-1 delivery, up and in for ball 3. 3-1. We'll learn more about that next 24 hours. NBA draft this year is a 2-day affair. Usually that was all done in 1 day. Here's the 3-1 delivery. High hopper, third base side going foul. Count goes 3-2 because the NBA draft is only 2 rounds. So normally it's been done in 1 day, but this year it is 2 days. So the first round on Tuesday, second round on Wednesday. Our broadcast begins 6:30 tomorrow on WOSQ. 3-2 on Richardson. The pitch by Grunewald. Right down the middle for a called strike 3. Richardson knew it as well. He walks away. That's the second strikeout by Grunewald tonight. 2 down.
Next up for the Blue Devils.
The batter, Mason Anderson, the Marshfield DH, walked and scored his first time up. Anderson batting right-handed. Grunewald gets ready. And now throws low and outside into the screen. And Robinson moves to third base on that wild pitch. Second wild pitch thrown by Grunewald. The count on Anderson, 1 ball, no strikes. And Marshall with a base runner 90 feet away. 1 ball, no strikes on Mason Anderson. The pitch by Grunewald. Rides high for a ball, 2-0. Baseball tonight at Jack Hackman Field. Gorgeous evening for baseball. Fans enjoying their time down here this evening. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Inside for ball 3. 3-0. Grunewald has already walked far, hit 2. He fires once again here. Low and inside, ball 4. Anderson walks for the second. Brennan hit by a pitch with the bases loaded his first time up.
For the Blue Devils, catcher Brennan Welch.
Picked up an RBI, later scored. Coach Metz with some signs. We'll see if he sends Anderson here at first base. Grunewald gets set and throws. Over for a call, strike one. Marshfield on top, 5-0. Blue Devils batting. Bottom half of the second. Runners at first and third. And 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike on Brendan Welch. Runner goes, pitch on the way, hit in the air to left field. Rudy comes in, gets there, and makes the catch to end the inning. In the second for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, a hit batter, and 2 men left on base. We've now played 2 innings, and our score is Marshfield 5 and Merrill 0. We'll come back for more baseball in just a moment.
After 2.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
American Legion baseball tonight here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Merrill meeting in this matchup this evening. Merrill comes to bat, top half of the third, trailing by 5. Merrill has their 9-1 and 2 men due up against David Cherney here in the third inning. All Auburndale battery for Marshfield this evening. Cherney and Welch pitching and catching tonight. Leading off the Merrill third is the second baseman Ethan Spade.
For Merrill, your second baseman Ethan Spade.
Spade batting for the first time, hitting right-handed. Cherney from the windup gets set and throws high and outside, ball 1. It's Marshfield 5, Merrill 0. Merrill batting top of the third here at Jack Hackman Field. 1-0 pitch on the way. Fly ball to center field. Sadowska into left center, gets there and grabs it for the out. Hit well, but tracked down by Jacob Sadowska for out number 1. The pitcher Eric Grunewald now batting for Merrill, their leadoff man. Also flied to Sadowska in center field, his first time up.
The order for Merrill, pitcher Eric Grunewald.
Grunewald hitting right-handed. Cherney from the windup. He's ready and delivers. Curveball breaks across for a call and strike 1. More baseball here in Marshfield tomorrow evening as the Marshfield Post 54 17U team is in action here. 0-1 delivery. Low and outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Marshfield 17U team takes on Merrill here at Jack Hackman Field tomorrow evening. Game time is 6 p.m. 1-1 pitch inside for ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Marshfield with actually 3 American Legion baseball teams this year. 2-1 delivery. Missing low and outside for ball, 3-1. The senior team, a 17U team, and a 16U team. Here's a 3-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Count goes full 3-2. So a good chance for many young men in central Wisconsin to get some Legion baseball experience this summer. Full count pitch on the way. That's sliced foul on the first base side of the play. Count stays 3-2. As you can see, that 17U ball club against Merrill tomorrow, 6 p.m. here at Jack Hackman Field. Count is full 3-2. Cherney sets and throws up and in for ball 4. First walk issued by Devin Cherney tonight. And Merrill has a 1-out base runner for the center fielder, Corey Page.
Corey Page.
Page singled his first time up. He is 1 for 1. Cherney from the stretch. Grunewald leads at first base. Here's the pitch, over for a called strike one. It's Marshfield 5, Merrill nothing. Merrill batting top of the third. 1 out, 1 on. No balls, 1 strike on Corey Page. Tossed to first base, and Grunewald dives back in safely. Quite a turnaround for the Legion program in terms of numbers from just 1 year ago. Again to first base, and Grunewald back in time. Last year, the senior Blue Devils were scrambling to find ball players. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bit outside for ball, 1 ball, 1 strike, and they played many games with 10, 11, 12 guys on the roster. Not so this year. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Runner goes, pitch inside for ball. Throw to second base is late. Grunewald steals second base. Throw was there in pretty good time, but just a time that Richardson had to take to get the ball down to the sliding runner. Grunewald slides in safely. The count on Page, 2 balls, 1 strike. Cherney stays in the stretch here. And now delivers. Over for a call and strike. The count now 2-2. So this year, Marshfield with much better numbers. And enough numbers for 3 teams in this Legion program this year. Now the 2-2 delivery on the way. A swing and a miss. It looks like that ball was tipped, and Welch could not hold on to it. So Page stays alive. The count stays 2-2. We did not see Welch drop the ball, but apparently he did. So Page stays alive at 2-2. Cherney sets once again. And delivers. There's a line drive to the gap in left center field and drops for a base hit. Greenwood held up. Now he'll come around third base and try to score. He gets there safely. And on the throw, Page takes second base. RBI base hit for Corey Page. And Merrill now trails 5-1. Ball hit hard to left center field by Page. And Grunewald scores on the play. Page to second base on the throw.
Next for Merrill. Shortstop, 22.
Merrill batter now, the shortstop Cooper Wendorf. Popped to third his first time up. He's 0 for 1. The pitch by Cherney. Breaks the one outside for ball 1. Marshfield now leads at 5-1. Merrill batting top of the third. Page at second base and 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes on Cooper Wendorf. Pitch by Cherney. Outside for ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Got 3 Auburndale guys right there up the middle for Marshfield tonight. Here's a 2-0 delivery. Line to center field for a base hit. Grabbed by Sadowska. He then overruns the ball. And so Page will score. And Wendorf with an RBI base hit. And Merrill now trails 5-2.
Cam Wallen.
Hard hit single to center field by Cooper Wendorf. Our run is in. As Page scores, Wendorf stops at first base. The first baseman Cam Wallen batting. Cherney gets set and delivers. Down low for ball 1. Marshfield now leads 5-2 with Merrill batting. Top of the third. 1 out, 1 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Cam Wallen. Throw to first base, and Wendorf dives back in safely. No error given to Sadowska on that play. The scoring ruling that Page would have scored regardless, and Wendorf did not advance beyond first base. Cherney throws again. That's in there for a called strike. Count on Wallen, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wallen batting left-handed. He's the Merrill cleanup man tonight. Cherney throws once again. High hopper right side. Grab by the second baseman Richardson. Then he overruns the ball, and all hands are safe. Wallen reaches on that high hopper that gets through the second baseman Richardson. And now Merrill has base runners at first and second with only one out. Has ruled a base hit as well.
Left fielder, number 7, Cole Rudy.
Wendorf to second base, Wallen to first. So a walk and 3 consecutive singles for Merrill. Merrill has scored twice and threatening to add more. Base runners at first and second, only one out. And Marshfield coach Josh Metz on the mound for a conversation with his pitcher, catcher, and infielders. By the way, we should mention that Columbus Dons coach Jared Crisselt is assisting the Marshfield Legion this year, helping out Coach Metz, and what a great addition that is to this Marshfield Legion program, to have a guy who just won a state championship as your assistant coach. That's pretty good. Really helps the Marshfield Legion program. Left fielder Cole Rudy now batting for Merrill. Fouled out to the catcher Welch his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Cherney working from the stretch. Curveball breaks across for a called strike 1. Runners at first and second, still only one out. No balls, 1 strike on Cole Rudy. And Cherney fires once again. Curveball, that breaks across for a called strike 2. 2 good breaking balls thrown by Cherney. He's now ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Rudy digs in once again. And Cherney delivers. Curveball hit to the second baseman, Richardson. He'll pick it up. He goes to Osterman for 1, on to first base late. Dug out by Summers, so no overthrow. Wendorf advances to third base on that fielder's choice by Rudy.
Batting next for Merrill.
Wallen forced at second base for out number 2. And Rudy now at first base with 2 outs for third baseman Connor Jossiger, who reached base and infield hit his first time up. Cherney gets set and delivers. Low and inside, ball 1. Our score is Marshfield 5, Merrill 2. Merrill batting top of the third. Runners at first and third and 2 outs. Throw to first base again. Rudy back in time. Marshfield scored 5 in the first. Now Merrill 2 here in the third, looking for more. 1 ball, no strikes on Connor Jossiger. The pitch by Cherney. Line towards right center field. That'll fall for a base hit. Wendorf is in. And Rudy stops at second base. RBI single for Connor Jossiger. And Merrill now trails 5-3. So a big inning here for the Merrill Legion.
Merrill, catcher Alex Bouchard.
A walk and 4 singles by Merrill. Plates 3 runs. Catcher Alex Bouchard batting. Singled his first time up. 1 for 1. Cherney ready. There's a curveball that rides high for ball 1. Marshfield still on top of this ball game, now 5-3 as Merrill bats top of the third. 2 out, 2 on. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That breaks high for a ball, 2-0. Bouchard, the 8th man to bat for Merrill here in the third inning. Cherney working from the stretch. Gets ready and delivers. A swing and a miss. Count now 2-1. Bouchard with a real late swing at that pitch. He's backing out of the batter's box, kind of upset with himself. Now back in there. Here's a 2-1 delivery. Runners go. Pitch outside for a ball. Throw to third base is there in time. And Rudy is out at third on the stolen base drive. Merrill attempting a double steal. The catcher, Brendan Welch, tosses to third baseman Chase Robinson to cut down the lead runner Rudy at third base to end the inning. In the third for Merrill, 3 runs on 4 hits. No Marshfield errors. A walk, 1 man left on base. Now after 2.5 innings of play, our score is Marshfield 5 and Merrill 3. More baseball coming up in just a moment.
Our banking, insurance.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
You're listening to Marshfield American Legion Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield batting bottom half of the third. And the Blue Devils leadoff man is first baseman Ben Summers, who reached base in an error. His first time up, he's 0 for 1.
Leading off for Marshfield, first baseman Ben Summers.
Right-hander Eric Grunenwald throwing for Merrill tonight. Summers with a slightly open stance. Pitch on the way. Low and inside, ball 1. Our score is Marshfield 5, Merrill 3. Marshfield batting bottom half of the third here at Jack Hackman Field. 1-0 delivery, ground ball towards shortstop, and Wendorf will grab it, throws on the run in time for the out. Well done by shortstop Cooper Wendorf for out number 1. Batting for Marshfield, shortstop Cash Osterman had a run-scoring base hit in that 5-run Marshfield first inning.
Batting next, Cash Osterman.
Cash, the number 9 man in the Marshfield batting order. He homered in one of those ball games over the weekend for the Marshfield Blue Devils. The pitch by Grunenwald, low and outside, ball 1. American Legion Baseball this evening on WOSQ, brought to us by Edward Jones Investments and financial advisor Tom Gershman. Now the 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball, 2-0. Making sense of investing, and they help you create a long-term financial strategy designed just for you. Member FDIC. Next pitch inside for ball, 3-0. That's Tom Gershman at Edward Jones Investments of Marshfield. 3 balls, no strikes on Cash Osterman. Grunewald gets set and throws over for a call, strike, 3-1. Grunewald pitching from the stretch with no one on base. Throws 3-1 here. That's in there for a call, strike 2. Count now full 3-2. Osterman back in there. And this pitch high and outside, ball 4. That's 6 walks issued by Grunewald tonight. Marshfield has a 1-out base runner for center fielder Jacob Sadowska.
Batting next for the Blue Devils.
And Jacob is lined to first and walked tonight. He's 0 for 1. Jake batting left-handed. Grunewald gets set and delivers up and in for ball 1. Marshfield leads this ball game 5-3. Blue Devils batting last half of the third. 1 out, 1 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Jacob Sadowska. Here's the pitch, outside for ball, 2-0. Grunewald with 62 pitches. We're only in the third inning, so a long night for Eric Grunewald on the mound for Merrill. Goes to first base, and Osterman dives back in safely. Sadowska digs in once again. And the pitch on the way. Over the knees, a call and strike. 2-1. Good crowd on hand for baseball this evening here at Jack Hackman Field. Marshfield and Merrill in American Legion Baseball tonight. Next pitch is hit high in the air to deep right field. Jossiker goes back. This ball's over his head, and it's gone for a home run. A 2-run home run by Jacob Sadowska. And Marshfield now leads 7-3. Sadowska pulled that one right down the right field foul line. He is, of course, a left-handed batter.
Batting next for the Blue Devils, left fielder Matt Konitsny.
Hit the ball well right down that line. And Marshfield now on top by 4. Left fielder Mac Konitsny, the next batter for Marshfield. Mac has walked and scored and struck out tonight. 0 for 1. Pitch low and outside, ball 1. So Marshfield now leads Merrill 7-3. Marshfield batting, bottom half of the third. Bases clear and 1 out. Now the 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball across for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacob Sadowska, one of the smaller guys on this Marshfield ball club, but hits the ball well, has good bat speed, and he showed that with that long drive. Next pitch low and outside for a ball, 2-1. Blue Devils hit several home runs over the weekend in those tournaments in Oshkosh and De Pere. Robinson hit 1. Osterman hit 1. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Low and outside for ball 3. And Jacob Sadowska adds 1 here against Merrill on Monday night. 3 balls, 1 strike on Matt Konitsny. The pitch by Grunewald. In there for a call strike, 3-2. Don't see too many home run balls to right field here. Not many left-handed batters get the ball out here. Dalton Verschow certainly hit his share. Full count pitch on the way. High fly ball to center field. Corey Page drifts into right center, gets there and makes the catch for the out. Long fly ball by Matt Konitsny, tracked down by Corey Page for out number 2. Chase Robinson now batting for Marshfield. Chase has popped to short and has been hit by a pitch. 0 for 1 this evening.
Number 8, your third baseman, Chase Robinson.
Chase batting number 3 in the Marshfield batting order tonight. Pitch by Grunewald, up and in for ball 1. Marshfield 7, Merrill 3. Marshfield batting last half of the third. Bases empty and 2 outs. Now the 1-0 delivery. And that breaks a bit low for a ball. Chase flinched but did not offer. He's ahead here, 2 balls, no strikes. Robinson back in there. The pitch by Grunewald. Over the letters, a call strike, 2-1. Chase playing baseball this year for St. Mary's of Winona, as did Jack Tubbs of Stratford, both on that St. Mary's roster. 2-1 delivery. That's over the letters, a call strike, 2-2. Neither played a whole lot, but hope to play a lot more next couple of years for that St. Mary's program. Here's the 2-2 delivery. High fly ball towards right field. Jossiker moves in quickly, gets there and makes the catch to retire the side. Marshfield in the third, 2 runs on 1 hit, the 2-run home run by Jacob Sadowska. No errors, a walk, no one left on base. Our line score through 3 innings, Marshfield 7 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, they left 5. For Merrill, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and Merrill has left 3 men on base. And back with more baseball from Jack Hackman Field following these messages.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
We're at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield for baseball tonight. Marshfield and Merrill meeting in this American Legion contest. Merrill batting top half of the fourth. And catcher Alex Bouchard stands in against Devin Cherney. First pitch is whacked to left field for a base hit. Cherney got that breaking ball up and in, and Bouchard turns on it and lines it to left field for his second hit of the ball game. Merrill now has 8 hits in this contest. Marshfield has 3, but Marshfield on the scoreboard leads 7-3. Merrill batters right fielder Andrew Jossiger. He fouled out to Cherney, the pitcher, on the third base foul line his first time up. Cherney from the stretch goes to first base, and Bouchard back in time.
Heading for Merrill, Andrew Jossiger.
Jossiger, the number 8 man in the Merrill batting order tonight. Stands back in there. Cherney from the stretch. Gets set, throws high and outside, ball 1. Some big innings this evening. Marshfield 5 in the first. Merrill 3 in the third. Marshfield came back with 2 in the third. 1-0 delivery on the way. Breaking ball. Got the outside corner for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Andrew Jossiger. Quick toss to first base sends Bouchard back in time. Timeout called as catcher Brennan Welch ties his shoe. And Sam Zier will wipe off home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike on Andrew Jossiger. Jossiger back in there. Cherney goes to first base again, sending Bouchard back in time. Not many clouds this evening. Great night for baseball here in central Wisconsin. Fans enjoying themselves down here this evening. 1-1 pitch. Pot foul to the left side and going out of play. Count on Jossiger now 1-2. Merrill looking for runs. They're down by 4 as they bat here in the 4th inning. Jossiger back in there. Ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch by Cherney, a swing and a miss. And Jossiger out on strikes. That's Cherney's first strikeout tonight. With 1 out, the second baseman Ethan Spade will bat.
Second baseman Ethan
Spade fly to center his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Cherney stays in the stretch here. And now throws low and outside, ball 1. Marshfield on top, 7-3. Merrill batting, top of the 4th. 1 out, 1 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Ethan Spade. Cherney again to first base. And Bouchard back in time. Spade, the number 9 man in the Merrill batting order, stands ready. Cherney throws outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Baseball history today. On this date in 1932, club presidents in the National League voted to approve players wearing uniform numbers. There's a ground ball towards short. Osterman will boot it, and all hands are safe. Looked like a double play ball, but Osterman couldn't hold on to it. And he'll be charged with Marshfield's second error of the ball game. Bouchard to second base, and Spade at first.
Pitcher Eric Grunenwald.
And leadoff man Eric Grunewald now batting for Merrill. Grunewald has flied to center and walked and scored. He's 0 for 1. Grunewald digs in. Cherney from the stretch. Sets and throws. Line to right field for a base hit. Picked up by Shoddy. Bouchard to third base. He'll be held right there. Grunewald singles to right field to load the bases.
Number 10.
Bouchard takes third base. Spade to second. And Grunewald to first. 9 hits for Merrill in this ball game. Bases loaded, only 1 out. Center fielder Corey Page has 2 hits and a run batted in this evening. Takes him breaking ball across for a call and strike 1. Merrill threatening once again. They trail 7-3 as they bat. Top of the 4th, bases loaded and only 1 out. The 0-1 pitch to Corey Page. Curveball hit down the third base side, foul, 0-2. The American League began wearing uniform numbers in 1929. At least 2 teams did. The story I remember is that the Yankees and the Indians both wore numbers that year. I don't think all the teams in the American League did, but those 2 teams did. 0-2 pitch to Page on the way. Ground ball towards deep short. Picked up by Osterman. He'll go to Richardson for 1 on to first base late. A run comes home and Marshfield's lead cut to 7-4. So Bouchard scores on that play.
Shortstop Cooper Wendorf.
Spade takes second base. Grunewald forced at second. Spade takes third. Grunewald forced at second base on the fielder's choice for out number 2. And Page now at first base, his second RBI tonight. And the batter is shortstop Cooper Wendorf. Pitch by Cherney. Misses outside for ball 1. So our score now is Marshfield 7, Merrill 4. Merrill batting, top of the 4th. Runners at first and third and 2 outs. Toss to first base and Page back. The Yankees and the Indians, I know, began wearing uniform numbers in 29. The Yankees first. 1-0 pitch on the way. Line to center field for a base hit. Spade is in, and Page holds at second base. RBI single for Cooper Wendorf. Further cuts into Marshfield's lead. The Blue Devils now lead 7-5.
First baseman Cam Wallen.
Spade comes home on the play, and Page stops at second base. That run is unearned. The first baseman, Cam Wallen, now batting. He has singled and flied to left. Cherney gets set. Throws a curveball. It hits the outside corner for a call and strike 1. It's now Marshfield 7, Merrill 5. Merrill batting, top of the 4th. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. The 0-1 to Cam Wallen. Curveball outside for ball, 1 strike. As I recall, the Yankees wore uniform numbers on opening day in 1929. The Indians didn't play that day. They played later in the week. Here's the 1-1 delivery, outside for ball, 2-1. And so the Yankees normally given credit as the first team to wear uniform numbers, but the Indians did a couple of days later. The count on Wallen, 2 balls and 1 strike. Cherney checks the base runners. Fires once again, popped up into shallow center field. Osterman at shortstop goes out. Makes the play to end the inning. In the 4th for Merrill, 2 runs, only 1 earned on 3 hits. 1 error, and 2 men left on base. We've now played 3.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 7, Merrill 5. We'll come back with more baseball in just a moment.
So, after a couple of years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. MegaSure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake. A half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better. Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
You're listening to American Legion Baseball tonight on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com. Marshfield comes to bat, bottom half of the fourth, leading by 2. Right fielder Bryce Shoddy digging in. Bryce has single home run and scored and popped to short. He's 1 for 2.
Leading off for the Blue Devils.
Eric Grunenwald, 75 pitches through 3 innings. On the mound for Merrill. Throws here. Inside, ball 1. Marshfield leads at 7-5. Blue Devils batting bottom half of the fourth here at Jack Hackman Field. 1 ball, no strikes on Bryce Shoddy. The pitch by Grunenwald. Way inside. May have hit him in the foot. Looks like it did. Shoddy hit by the pitch to lead off the Marshfield fourth. So Grunenwald now has hit 3 in this ball game. Nate Richardson batting for Marshfield. The Blue Devil second baseman has walked and scored and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Richardson stands in. The pitch by Grunenwald. Whacked to left field for a base hit by the third baseman, Jossiger. Shoddy holds at second base. Only 4 hits for Marshfield tonight. 7 runs on 4 hits. All 4 singles.
Next for the Blue Devils.
But Marshfield has something going here in the fourth inning. Runners at first and second, and nobody out for the DH Mason Anderson, who has walked twice, scored once. Grunenwald from the stretch. Now delivers, breaking ball, leaves it high for ball 1. Marshfield on top, 7-5. Blue Devils batting bottom half of the fourth. Runners at first and second, and nobody out. 1 ball, no strikes on Mason Anderson. Next pitch rides low and outside for a ball. 2-0. Mason DHing this evening, normally the Marshfield catcher, but in that DH spot tonight. Here's the 2-0 delivery. That's a cross for a call strike, 2-1. Grunenwald now at 81 pitches, so may not be around much longer. Remember that pitch count in Legion ball is 105. He throws once again. He lines one down the left field line. Rudy comes over, makes the catch near the line. And the runners hustle back to their bags. Hit well by Anderson, but tracked down by left fielder Cole Rudy for out number 1. Marshfield catcher Brendan Welch now batting. Brendan has been hit by a pitch and scored and fly to left. 0 for 1 as an RBI as he was hit by a pitch back in the first inning with the bases loaded, forcing a run. Brendan digs in. Grunenwald working from the stretch. He's ready. And now delivers. Popped into shallow center field. Gets through for a base hit. Shot into third base. He'll be held right there. Soft line drive gets through for Brendan Welch to load the bases for Marshfield. So Shoddy at third base. Richardson to second. Welch to first.
Next for the Blue Devils.
Ben Summers the batter.
First baseman Ben Summers.
Truxton Becker comes back out, and he'll serve as a courtesy runner for Brendan Welch. Another Auburndale guy. Bases loaded, only 1 out. Ben Summers has reached base on an error and bounced it short. He's 0 for 2. Grunenwald gets set and throws high for ball 1. Marshfield leads this ball game 7-5. Blue Devils batting Last half of the fourth. Bases loaded and 1 out. 1-0 pitch on the way. And missed inside for ball. 2 balls, no strikes. A couple of Legion games coming your way tomorrow on ZaleskiSports.com. 2 American Legion ball games on the schedule for tomorrow. The 2-0 pitch to Summers. In the dirt for ball 3. 3-0. Plover at Wisconsin Rapids. Stevens Point at DC Everest. Legion baseball tomorrow evening on ZaleskiSports.com. The Plover Rapids game at 7. Point and Everest at 7:30 tomorrow on ZaleskiSports.com. 3 balls, no strikes on Ben Summers. Taking all the way, looks at one outside for ball 4 to force in a run. Summers walks with the bases loaded. So Shoddy scores. Richardson goes to third base. Becker to second. Summers to first.
Shortstop, number 27.
And Dan Wendorf heading out of the Merrill dugout. See if he makes a change here. Grunewald now at 86 pitches. He's taking the ball from Grunewald and calling in his center fielder, Corey Page. And the second baseman, Spade, going to center field, so Grunewald may go to second base here. So Grunewald tonight lasts 3 1/3 innings. Gives up 8 runs, 5 earned, on only 5 hits. But he walked 6. Struck out 2, hit 3, and threw 2 wild pitches. And right-hander Corey Page, the new pitcher for Merrill. Marshfield has the bases loaded with only 1 out here in the bottom half of the fourth. And the Blue Devils lead Merrill 8-5. While Page takes his warm-up throws, let's take time out for these messages.
Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local Amana dealer. Call Rigel Plumbing and Heating today to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter ahead. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Heritage Auto Body has free estimates and works with your insurance. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive in Marshfield.
Cobeson Bus is hiring. It's drivers that they need. Cobeson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
Cobeson Buses would like to thank all of our school bus drivers throughout the state of Wisconsin for their safe driving. If you would like to make a difference in your community with a fun and rewarding part-time job, apply at Cobeson.com.
Cobeson Bus is hiring. It's the perfect job for me.
8-1, 1-4, 4-8. Right-hander Corey Page, the new pitcher for Merrill. He comes in with the bases loaded and only 1 out here in the Marshfield 4th inning. Marshfield batter is shortstop Cash Osterman, who has singled home a run and also walked and scored. Josh Metz is out talking to plate umpire Sam Zier. That conversation ends as Osterman digs in. Bases loaded, only 1 out here in the Marshfield 4th inning. Page from the stretch. He throws on the outside corner for a call and strike 1. Richardson at third base. Becker at second. Summers at first with only 1 out. 0-1 pitch to Osterman. In there for a call and strike 2. Page gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Osterman back in the box, batting right-handed. Page ready, and now fires and leaves it high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marshfield has led all the way. Their margin now 3 runs as they bat here in the 4th inning. Page gets set, throws once again, swinging a chopper down the third base line, picked up by Jossiger. He'll play to second base, and the ball comes out. The ball is loose. Time is called here. There was a collision at second base between the runner, Summers, and the second baseman, Grunenwald. And they may rule interference here. And apparently they're going to rule a double play here. Not only they're going to rule the batter out, but the base runner at second base out as well on an interference call.
One run in the bottom of the fourth.
So Summers thrown out at second base for out number 2. And then the runner at second base, Summers, collided with the second baseman, Grunenwald. So Grunenwald could not complete the play, and so on an interference call, Osterman called out at first base as well. In the fourth for Marshfield, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, a walk, a hit batter, 2 men left on base. We've now played 4 innings, and our score is Marshfield 8, Merrill 5. We'll come back with more baseball following these messages.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
American Legion Baseball tonight on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and also on ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio with Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Merrill batting top of the 5th. Leadoff man, left fielder Cole Rudy has fouled out and bounced into a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2. Devin Cherney on the mound for Marshfield. Winds and delivers. Curveball breaks outside for ball 1. Marshfield on top, 8-5. Merrill batting in the top half of the 5th inning. The 1-0 delivery. A swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Unusual call to end the Marshfield 4th. Interference call on a Marshfield base runner. 1-1 pitch in the dirt for a ball, 2-1, resulting in a double play to end a good Marshfield scoring threat in that 4th inning. Marshfield scores just 1 run. Count on Rudy, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Popped up in foul ground on the first base line. Cherney comes off the mound and just across the foul line makes the play for the out. So the second time tonight, the pitcher, Devin Cherney, has handled a foul pop-up. And Rudy is out number 1. Merrill batter now, third baseman Connor Jossiger has 2 singles and a run batted in this evening.
Next up for Merrill, third baseman Connor Jossiger.
Jossiger batting right-handed. Cherney winds and throws a breaking ball. It's in there for called strike 1. Each of these schools, by the way, had 1 player this year on the Wisconsin Valley Conference all-conference hockey team. Curveball chopped down the third base line. Tough chance here. Picked up by Welch. He then drops the ball, and so Jossiger will reach. Little swinging roller down the third base foul line about 25 feet. And Jossiger beats that out for his third hit of the ball game.
Batting next for Merrill.
His second infield hit.
Catcher Alex Bouchard.
Well, Merrill has 11 hits in this ball game. And catcher Alex Bouchard batting, 2 singles and a run scored tonight. Toss to first base, sends Jossiger back. Marshfield's Wyatt Fisher forward, made the Wisconsin Valley Conference all-conference second team this year in boys hockey. Cherney gets set and throws. popped up into shallow right field. Richardson, the second baseman, goes out to right field and drops the ball intentionally. Throw to second base to get the force play on Jossiger for out number 2. That may have been an intentional drop to take Jossiger off the bases, since he's probably a quicker runner than the catcher Bouchard. So that's ruled a fielder's choice for Bouchard, and Jossiger forced at second base for out number 2. Right fielder Andrew Jossiger batting. He's fouled out and struck out tonight, 0 for 2. Cherney throws here, over for call, strike 1. And forward Jackson Pierce from the Merrill East program named the honorable mention team in the Wisconsin Valley Conference in boys hockey this year. Cherney throws again. Down low for ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike on Andrew Jossiger. Cherney from the stretch. Throws once again, misses down low for ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. We do have a pinch hitter, by the way. Aiden Drake is the batter in place of Jossiger. Aiden Drake, a right-handed hitter, takes one low and inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on Drake, right-handed batter. Stands back in there. Cherney gets set, throws once again, a swing and a miss. Count full, 3-2. Wisconsin Valley Conference Boys Hockey Player of the Year this year was Cooper DePoit of Wausau West, finishing out a very fine career for the Warriors. Full count pitch on the way, and that's outside for ball 4. Just missed, and Drake draws a base on balls, sending Bouchard to second base. Another pinch hitter coming up here, Abram Norton. Abram Norton will bat for the second baseman, or the center fielder now, Ethan Spade.
Pinch hitter is number 14, Abram Norton.
Norton batting right-handed. Cherney ready. Sets and throws. Bet high for ball 1. Marshfield on top 8-5 with Merrill batting. Top of the 5th, 2 out, 2 on. 1 ball, no strikes on Abram Norton. The pitch by Cherney. Popped foul over the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Beautiful evening for baseball here in central Wisconsin. Good group of Marshfield and Merrill fans on hand for this one tonight. Norton back in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That's a breaking ball across for call and strike, 1-2. Outfield rather shallow for Norton. Cherney gets set. Throws once again. Swing on missed to end the inning. Cherney's second strikeout tonight.
After 4.5.
In the 5th for Merrill, no runs, 1 hit. No errors, a walk, and 2 men left on base. We now have played 4.5 innings. Our score remains Marshfield 8, Merrill 5. We'll come back with more baseball in just a moment.
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
American Legion Baseball this evening at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Merrill scoring off in this matchup this evening. Marshfield on top by 3 as the Blue Devils bat in the home half of the 5th inning. Right-hander Corey Page getting loose from Merrill. Devin Cherney now at 91 pitches through 5 innings, so we do have some action in the Marshfield bullpen. We may not see Devin come out for the Merrill 6th. Page came on in relief in the 4th inning, so this is his first full inning of work for Merrill. Leading off the Marshfield 5th, it's center fielder Jacob Sadowska. Jacob is lined to first, walked and hit a 2-run home run. Long drive to right field back in the 3rd inning. Jacob hitting left-handed. Page from the windup, sets and throws. Popped foul on the first base side, and the pitcher Page off the mound will glove it for the out. 1 pitch and 1 out in the Marshfield 5th inning. Mac Konieczny now batting, playing left field for Marshfield this evening. Mac has walked and scored, struck out, and fly to center.
Left fielder, Mac Konieczny.
Mac digs in against Corey Page. Page winds and throws. And missed outside for ball 1. Make sure you join Trajan Bogdanovich with his take on Wisconsin sports on Wednesday evening. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Bit high for a ball, 2-0. Wisconsin sports on the go with Trage every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Greenwood's Trajan Bogdanovich talks about Wisconsin sports with his special guests. Wednesdays at 5 p.m. on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Fouled behind home plate, 2-1 on Konieczny. I'm sure Trajan will have a lot to talk about the NBA draft and a possible deal involving Giannis Antetokounmpo. We'll see if that does materialize before the draft. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Page winds and throws once again. Chop fouled on the third base side. Count goes 2-2. Wisconsin sports on the go with Trage. Wednesdays at 5 p.m. right here on WOSQ. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Page winds and delivers. Ground ball towards shortstop. Glove by Wendorf. Fires to first base, and late. Mack beats it out for an infield hit. Good hustle by Mac Konieczny. And Marshfield has a win-out base runner. Chase Robinson stands in for Marshfield. Chase is popped to short, hit by a pitch, flied to right. 0 for 2.
Number 8, third baseman Chase Robinson.
Runner goes, pitch is on the outside corner for a call and strike. Throw to second base offline as Konieczny steals second base. Count on Robinson, no balls and 1 strike. Looks like the race for Giannis comes down to 2 teams, either Miami or Boston. And Boston does have a shot, apparently, according to NBA observers. 0-1 pitch, ground ball to third, knocked down by Jossiger, throws across the diamond low, but dug out nicely by the first baseman Wallen for the out. And Konieczny holds at second base. Good job by Cam Wallen at first base to dig out that low throw, and Robinson is retired for out number 2. Konieczny holds at second base on the play. Bryce Shoddy batting for Marshfield. The Blue Devil right fielder has singled home run and scored. Popped to short, hit by a pitch and scored. He's 1 for 2. RBI and 2 runs scored tonight. Page gets set and throws, fouled back for strike 1. So likely if Giannis is traded either to Miami or Boston, the likely destinations for Giannis Antetokounmpo for next season. Boston, however, may not be able to deliver the draft compensation the Bucks want in a possible deal. No balls, 1 strike on Bryce Shoddy. Page gets set, throws once again. That ball hit in the air to right field. Jossiger near the line, gets there, and the ball goes over his head to the right field corner. Kenichi will score. Shoddy running second base, heading for third base, and he'll get there safely. Shoddy triples to the right field corner. Ball misplayed by Jossiger. Got back in that corner, but the ball still drifted on him and got over his head to the fence in right field. Kenichi is in on the play.
Batting next for the Blue Devils, number 4.
And Marshfield now on top, 9-5. Nate Richardson now batting. He's walked and scored, struck out, and singled tonight. This pitch on the outside corner for a called strike 1. So it's Marshfield 9, Merrill 5. Marshfield batting last half of the 5th. Shoddy at third base and 2 outs. 0-1 on Nate Richardson. Next pitch misses inside for a ball. 1 strike. Couple of tough plays for Jossiger in right field tonight. Count 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Hit down the left field line, a long drive, and that ball will fall just outside the foul line in the left field corner. Falls right at the edge of the warning track, but just foul by a few feet. Richardson back with a count of 1 strikes, and Shoddy back to third base. Richardson back in there. Page working from the stretch. Throws outside into the screen, and Shoddy comes home on the wild pitch. Marshfield grabs a 10-5 lead. Wild pitch thrown by Corey Page, scores Shoddy. And the Blue Devils now on top, 10-5. Base is clear and 2 out. The count on Richardson, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nate back in the box. Page now working from the windup. Gets set and delivers. Fouled back. Count stays 2-2 on Nate Richardson. Marshfield has scored at least 1 run in every inning except the second. Now back up by 5 once again. 2-2 pitch on the way. Outside for ball. The count full 3-2. Entertaining baseball game this evening between Marshfield and Merrill. Richardson digs in once again, playing second base for Marshfield tonight. And the full count pitch on the way. Fly ball to center field. Spade comes on, can't make the play, falls for a base hit. Richardson singles to center field. Marshfield has a 2-out base runner. 8 Marshfield hits tonight.
Batting next for the Blue Devils, number 34.
And Mason Anderson now batting.
Mason Anderson.
Mason has walked twice, scored once, also flied to left. Officially 0 for 1. Anderson stands in, batting right-handed. Page gets set and throws, ground ball towards second base. Grabbed by Grunewald. He'll step on the bag to force Richardson and end the inning. Marshfield in the 5th with 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, and 1 man left on base. Now through 5 innings, our score is Marshfield 10, Merrill 5. We'll have more baseball from Jack Hackman Field following these messages.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Some defensive changes for Marshfield, as right-hander Chase Robinson comes in to pitch for the Blue Devils. Devin Cherney went 5 innings tonight, gave up 5 runs, 3 earned, on 11 hits. Walked 1, struck out 2. And Mac Konieczny, the new pitcher for Marshfield. Chase Robinson, the new pitcher for Marshfield. Mac Konieczny comes in from left field to play third base.
New pitcher for Marshfield, Chase Robinson. Leading off the top of the 6th for Merrill is number 2, Eric Grunenwald.
Dayton Bugar is now playing left field for Marshfield. Leadoff man for Merrill here in the 6th is Eric Grunenwald, starting pitcher, now playing second base. Robinson gets set and throws inside for ball. The count 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshfield on top, 10-5. Merrill batting, top half of the 6th inning. Robinson throws once again. Hit foul on the first base side of the play. 2-1. Devin Cherney tonight goes 5 innings. Allowed 5 runs, 3 earned on 11 hits. Walked 1, struck out 2. And threw 91 pitches. Chase Robinson, a right-hander, now pitching for Marshfield. From the stretch. He delivers once again. High hopper back towards the mound. Grabbed by Robinson. Underhands to first base in time for the out. 1 out in the Merrill 6th inning. Corey Page, now pitching for Merrill, is the batter. Page on base 3 times tonight with 2 singles and the fielder's choice. He scored once and has 2 RBIs in this ball game. Robinson gets ready and throws low and outside, ball 1. Marshfield Legion baseball teams playing 2 ball games on Wednesday at Athletic Park in Merrill. Here's the 1-0 delivery on the way. Got the inside corner for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 17U game at 5 o'clock and the Senior Legion contest at 8. Robinson gets set. Throws once again high for ball, 2-1. So Marshfield and Merrill in Legion baseball at Athletic Park in Merrill on Wednesday. 17U game at 5, senior contest at 8 p.m. Robinson throws once again. That rides a bit low for a ball. Count now 3 balls and 1 strike. Page back in there. Robinson gets set and throws a big swing and a miss. Good fastball by Robinson. The count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Page batting number 2 in the Merrill batting order tonight. Stands in. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball high for ball 4. First walk issued by Chase Robinson. And Merrill has a 1-out base runner for the shortstop Cooper Wendorf. Wendorf 2 singles, 2 RBIs, a run scored. He's also popped to third this evening. Batting right-handed, Wendorf stands in. Robinson gets set and throws. It's across for a call and strike 1. Our score is Marshfield 10, Merrill 5. Merrill batting top of the 6th, 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 pitch on the way, inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. American Legion Baseball this evening from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Good ball game tonight. Robinson gets ready, throws once again. In the dirt for a ball. The count on Wendorf, 2 balls and 1 strike. Some pretty good hitters at the top of this Merrill batting order. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Half swing of the pitch low and inside. That's ruled ball 3. The count on Wendorf now 3-1. Page at first base, held there by Summers. Robinson throws again. Line to left field for a base hit. And Cooper Wendorf with 3 hits tonight. Merrill has base runners at first and second with only 1 out. For the cleanup man, first baseman Cam Wallen. Wallen tonight has flied to left, singled, and popped to short. 1 for 3. 12 hits in this ball game for the Merrill Ball Club. All singles. Wallen stands in there. Robinson working from the stretch. Sets and delivers. Line to center field for a base hit. Page rounding third base. He'll try to come home. Sadowska's throw is up the line just a bit. Page scores on the play. Wendorf takes third. RBI single for Cam Wallen. And Merrill now trails 10-6.
Batting next for Merrill, left fielder, number 7, Cole Rudy.
Page in on the play. And Wendorf moves to third. The batter for Merrill is left fielder Cole Rudy. He is fouled out twice and also bounced into a fielder's choice. 0 for 3. Hitting right-handed. Robinson checks the base runners. And now delivers. Low and outside, blocked by the catcher Welch, no advance. It's ball 1. Marshfield on top of this ball game, 10-6. Merrill batting. Top half of the 6th. Runners at the corners and 1 out. Robinson throws once again. Low and inside for a ball. 2-0. Chase Robinson now on the mound for Marshfield in relief of Devin Cherney. Here is a 2-0 delivery. Across for a call strike. Count 2-1. The base runner at first base, Wallen, bluffing a start on that pitch, but holds his ground. Now the 2-1 delivery. And that misses low and inside for a ball. The count 3-1. Rudy back in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch by Robinson. Across for a call strike. And the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Robinson back to the belt. Full count pitch on the way. And that's low for ball 4 to load the bases. So Rudy walks.
Next for Merrill.
Wendorf holds at third.
Number 24,
Wallen to
third
second.
baseman,
Rudy to
Jossiger.
first. For the third baseman, Connor Jossiger, who has 3 hits in this ball game. He has singled 3 times. 2 of those hits infield hits. Also has 1 RBI. Marshfield coach Josh Metz to the mound for a talk with his pitcher, catcher, and infielders. Marshfield's lead is at 4, so Jossiger is the tying run at the plate for Merrill. Marshfield did play 4 games over the weekend, so we'll see if their pitching staff is stretched a bit thin. Conference breaks up. Coach Metz sitting back to the dugout. Merrill has the bases loaded with only 1 out here in the 6th inning. Connor Jossiger at the plate stands in for the Merrill Ball Club. Robinson working from the stretch. He now delivers. And over for call strike 1. Marshfield's lead down to 4 as Merrill bats here in the 6th inning. Here is the 0-1 delivery. Popped up in a shallow center field. The second baseman, Richardson, called off by the shortstop, Osterman. He makes the play for the out. And the runners hold their ground. That's out number 2. And the catcher, Alex Bouchard, now batting for Merrill. Bouchard has singled twice. Also bounced into a fielder's choice. He scored once.
Catcher, Alex Bouchard.
Chase Robinson trying to pitch out of it here in the Merrill 6th inning. Robinson on the relief of Marshfield starter Devin Cherney. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Bouchard digs in. Robinson stays in the stretch. And now delivers. That's in there for a call and strike 1. Our score is Marshfield 10, Merrill 6. Merrill batting. Top half of the 6th. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Now the 0-1 pitch on the way. And that's a bit low for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chase Robinson, Marshfield's only college ball player on the roster this year. He throws 1-1. Leaves that pitch high and tight for a ball, 2-1. Chase playing baseball at St. Mary's of Winona. Primarily as an infielder, not much pitching, I don't believe. Here's a 2-1 delivery. Ground ball towards second base. Grabbed by Richardson. He drops it, picks it back up, and throws him out to end the inning. Merrill in the 6th. 1 run
Merrill adds 1 at the top of the 6th.
on 2 hits. No errors, 2 walks, 3 men left on base. Now after 5.5 innings of baseball, our score is Marshfield 10, Merrill 6. We'll come back with more baseball in just a moment.
Legion Baseball would like to thank...
For 63 years, Hiller's True Value has proudly served Marshfield and central Wisconsin. Now, we're excited to begin a new chapter. Hiller's True Value is becoming Hiller's Ace Hardware, bringing you better pricing, a wider selection, and access to exclusive brands. You'll start to see some exciting changes around the store, all designed to make shopping easier than ever. But one thing will never change: the same friendly faces and trusted service you've counted on since day one. Hiller's Ace Hardware, still Hiller's, now with more tools to serve you better.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
You're listening to Marshfield American Legion Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield facing Merrill tonight in American Legion Baseball. And Marshfield comes to bat here in the last half of the 6th inning, leading by 4. Leadoff man for Marshfield in the 6th, the catcher Brennan Welch. Brennan hit by a pitch with the bases loaded back in the 1st. He's also flied to left and singled. 1 for 2 with a run scored and a run batted in. Right-hander Corey Page on the mound for Merrill. He winds and delivers. Over for a call and strike 1. Marshfield batting last half of the 6th, leading Merrill 10-6 here at Jack Hackman Field. No balls, 1 strike on Brennan Welch. Digs in once again. Page throws. And that pitch a bit inside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Welch, one of a few Auburndale ball players on the Marshfield Legion squad this year. Page from the windup. Delivers once again. Breaking ball hit to third base and right by the third baseman, Jossiger, into left field, and Welch will reach.
Up next for the Blue Devils.
That ball hit right at Jossiger, but he got the glove down late. So Welch is on. And that has ruled a base hit for Brendan Welch, his second hit tonight. Marshfield now sends Truxton Becker back out in the ball game as a courtesy runner for Welch. Marshfield batter is first baseman Ben Summers. He's reached base in an error, walked, and bounced to short tonight. 0 for 2 with an RBI. Hits one in the air to center field here. And Ethan Spade drifts back, makes the catch for the out. And Becker back to first base. Out number 1 in the Marshfield 6th. Marshfield batter now, Cash Osterman. The shortstop has singled, walked, and was ruled out on a base runner interference play back in the 4th inning. So officially 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, a run scored, and a run batted in. Page from the stretch. Throws here across for a call, strike 1. Our score is Marshfield 10, Merrill 6. Marshfield batting, last half of the 6th. 1 out, 1 up. Nothing in 1 on Cash Osterman. Runner goes, pitch on the way, in the dirt for a ball. Throw to second base is late. Stolen base for Truxton Becker. And Marshfield has a base runner at second base with 1 out. The count on Cash Osterman, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cash stands ready. Page working from the stretch. Throws once again, popped up on the third base side and foul ground, heading out of play. 1-2. American Legion Baseball and WOSQ tonight brought to us by Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling. They are HVAC specialists restoring your comfort for more than 40 years. You can find them on Veterans Parkway in Marshfield, residential, commercial, and agricultural. Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling of Marshfield. 1-2 pitch to Osterman. Popped up on the right side. The pitcher, Page, near the foul line, makes the catch for the out. And Becker holds at second base. Boy, we've seen pop-ups handled by pitchers tonight 4 times. 2 times by each team. That's rather unusual. Marshfield batter is center fielder Jacob Sadowska. Jacob has lined to first, walked, popped to the pitcher, and hit a 2-run home run. Page ready, sets and delivers. Across for a called strike 1. Jacob with a well-hit home run down the right field foul line back in the 3rd inning. 2-run jolt for Marshfield. The count 0-1. Pitch on the way, outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshfield scored 5 in the 1st, and the Blue Devils have led ever since. They're up by 4 as they bat here in the 6th inning. Here's the 1-1 delivery. High and outside for ball, 2-1. But Merrill has some very good hitters. So this ball game not over quite yet. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Page throws once again. Chop foul behind home plate. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Corey Page is the second Merrill pitcher tonight. Eric Grunewald the starter. And he's the pitcher of record on the losing side for the Blue Jays. Sadowska back in there. The count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Taking his time. Now our plate umpire Sam Zier gets his position. 2-2 on Sadowska. Page ready and delivers. Ground ball to the right side. Knocked down by the first baseman Wallen. He'll race to the bag and get there just in time to retire Sadowska and end the inning. Wallen beats the speedy Jacob Sadowska to first base to retire the side. Marshfield in the 6th. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 man left on base. We now move to the 7th inning with our score, Marshfield 10 and Merrill 6. Back with more baseball in just a moment.
After 6.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Coverage of American Legion baseball tonight on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com. Merrill comes to bat, top of the 7th. They're down by 4.
Off the top of the 7th, number 16, Aiden Drake.
Aiden Drake leads off the Merrill 7th. Came on as a pinch hitter in the 5th inning and drew a base on balls. The pitch by Chase Robinson. Down low for ball 1. Marshfield on top, 10-6, Merrill batting, top of the 7th here at Jack Hackman Field. Robinson ready, throws once again. And that's the one outside for ball, 2 balls, no strikes. Marshfield Blue Devils trying to nail down a win tonight here at Jack Hackman Field. Here is the 2 delivery on the way. Ground ball towards third and gloved by Konieczny. Fires to first base in time for the out. Hit well, but right at Matt Konieczny for out number 1. The batter for Merrill, the second baseman, the center fielder, Abram Norton, struck out his only plate appearance back in the 5th inning. He's 0 for 1. Norton hitting right-handed. Robinson from the stretch at all times. Now delivers. Popped up on the first base on and foul ground. Summers may have a play. Gets there and makes the catch. In foul territory for the out. Ben Summers makes the play for out number 2. And the Merrill Ball Club down to their final out. Eric Grunewald, the starting pitcher, now playing second base, stands in. Grunewald has fly to center, walked and scored, singled, and bounced back to the pitcher. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored tonight. Robinson sets and delivers. Across for a called strike 1. Merrill batting, top of the 7th. Marshfield leads 10-6. Base is empty and 2 outs. 0-1 pitch on the way. Missed outside for ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lots of baseball Wednesday evening on ZaleskiSports.com. And Legion baseball on Wednesday night. Robinson throws once again. Fly ball to center field. Tedesca drifts back, gets there, and makes the catch to end the ball game. Wednesday on ZaleskiSports.com, the Stratford Legion against Amherst at 6 p.m. Rapids at Plover at 7 p.m. Everest at Stevens Point at 7:30, and the Pittsville Marshall Chaparrals ball game at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, also on ZaleskiSports.com. Merrill in the 7th, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Our final score this evening, Marshfield 10 and Merrill 6. And back with a recap on our postgame report following these messages.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.